What's up everyone, so we're just about to hit a gym session. Today we're doing squats and bench. I'm also going to hit some accessory work as well. Just some pre-workout pancakes, and I'll share the recipe with you in another video. And also having a pre-workout as well, My Protein, My Pre. Just got this, I've tried it a couple of times, it's pretty good so far. But today's video I'm going to be sharing a few tips with you to hopefully help you get the most out of your training. So let's get the video started. What's up everyone, so we're just about to go into the gym now, and like I said, my main two lifts today are going to be my squats and my bench. But if you watched my last video, I said I'm going to be squatting 3 times a week, but I've now changed that. After about a week and a half of doing that, I've decided I want to squat more frequently, so I'm going to start doing squat every day. Now if you follow someone like Russ Orheeb or Russ Swole, you know that he squats every day and you do get really good improvements from it. Now I've read up on it a little bit, and I think it's something I'll be able to manage. I've done Smolov before, which is basically squatting 4 or 5 times a week, but you do get really good results from it. But obviously it's not going to be a max out effort every time I go into the gym, so what we're going to do is something called auto-regulation. Now what that is basically you sort of base your training on RPE, which is rate of perceived exertion. Now I spoke a little bit about this before in the last video, but just to sort of for you new subscribers, just to say what it is. Basically, say when you go for a lift and you have your max effort and you can't add any more weight and you can't do any more reps, that is an RPE of 10. So all out effort. Say an RPE of 6 would be something like the bar's moving quickly but the load is pretty light. So basically what I'm going to do is, every time I go into the gym, or every time you go into the gym even, you have your good days and your bad days. So on my good days, I'm going to lift heavier weight and try and get like a bit more intensity in there. And on my days like this where I'm not feeling too great, I'm going to lift lower weight and just try and work on some speed work, or just lower volume session and lower intensity. So that's something you might be able to incorporate into your training as well. I find it a lot better. I even base my push-pull legs program on this as well. But it's a lot better than basing your training off your 1 rep max percentage, as obviously even if you're an experienced athlete, your 1 rep max will change every week. And especially if you're a newbie lifter, then your 1 rep max is going to increase by a lot in the first few weeks. So obviously, say your bench press is 100 kilos 1 rep max, and you say working off 80% of that would be 80 kilos, but some days you might not be able to perform 5 reps at 80 kilos, so you might lift less than that. So obviously what RPE does is counteracts that. So if you have a really good day, then why would you want to stick at 80 kilos? You want to lift more than that if you can. So that's what RPE allows you to do. So just about to get inside the gym now. That's enough talking, time to lift. What's up guys, so before we get into the training video, I just wanted to take you over my basically my warm-up for my leg session. Now obviously the majority of us throughout the day, we spend our time sat down. So what this does is it puts the hips in a flex position, and what happens then is our hip flexors tighten and our glutes become inactive. And obviously our glutes are an important part of squats. So what I like to do to counteract this is open up my hips by doing some of the stretches that you're seeing now. So I really open up the hip flexors, get some elasticity in those. I also like to activate my glutes as well by doing some something like hip thrust or some bodyweight squats, just to get some blood in the area and to make sure they're actually firing for the session, because obviously inactive glutes will lead to poor form and you end up injuring yourself even further. So before you go into your session next time, especially if it's a lower body session such as you're doing squats or deadlifts or anything basically where it's a hip hinge movement, so like I said, deadlifts or squats or even hyperextensions, anything like that, make sure you warm up your hips, open up your hips, and make sure your glutes are firing properly to get the most out of that exercise. But anyway, I'm going to leave you with some of this some raw training clips now. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and make sure you watch to the end because I have got an announcement to make, but make sure you watch the video, and yeah, just enjoy, and I will see you in the next clip. when I do 2 plates, I like that to be my deciding set, so if the 2 plates feels good and smooth, then that will usually dictate on how much I lift throughout that session. So that felt pretty smooth, so I'm going to bump up to 3 plates now and let's see how that goes.
Okay guys, so that's the video. I hope you gained something from this that you can use in your own training to help improve your performance and strength gains, whatever it is. I've got an announcement to make on my next video, so if you haven't already, subscribe to make sure that you find out what that is. It's very exciting and I'm very looking forward to it. So like I said, subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, comment, subscribe. See you on the next video. Take it steady.